Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lydia back at you with another video. And today's video is going to be a makeup video, just testing all the new makeup that I've purchased over last couple of months. Just playing with it. Yeah, just to make a nice natural beat. Nothing too crazy today. Just wanted to test out how they look on my face. So if you're interested in watching, make sure you stay tuned. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is to prep and prime this face. So I'm going to start off with my Mario Badescu facial spray just to refresh the face before I start. Next thing I want to use is the Myrick's Yummy Skin Glow Serum, and this is in the shade Main Squeeze. And this is not necessarily new, but I rave about this primer, but this is the newest primer that I do have, so I'm going to use that. If I'm looking here, I'm looking in my mirror. I just love how lightweight this primer is. I love the way it feels on the skin. And it just gives you a natural glow. I absolutely love it. Okay, so now that the skin is prepped and primed, I'm going to start off with foundation. And I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Easy Blur foundation. And this is in the shade Cocoa. I purchased this during the Sephora sale, and I've been hearing so much about it. I have worn this once before. I think I wore it before I went to church, and it's a pretty lightweight foundation. It's like light to medium coverage, but it looked really nice on my skin. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on the brush right here, and I usually spray it with my NYX matte finishing spray. And I'm gonna dab that all over my skin. And I chose this shade because it was a golden undertone. The other, I had to choose between this shade and the other shade. I'm forgetting the name right now. I'll probably put it on the screen. But that shade was a bit too red on me, like a little tinge too dark and red. So I was like, let me go with this one. And I feel like it blends very well with my skin tone. So happy I chose this shade. Just gonna blend that all over my face. So now that my foundation is on, I'm going to go in with blush, and I'm going to use the sample that I received. I think it was part of my birthday gift package. This is from Westman Atelier, and they gave me like a 3 blush package. This is cream blushes, and these are in the shades Petal, Doo-Doo, D-O-U, and Pop It. From Westman Atelier, yeah. So I'm going to be using the Doo-Doo in the middle. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. I'm going to use my Myrick's spoon from the foundation just to scoop it out right on top of my cheeks. It's like a very pinky blush, very pretty. But once it's blended out, it blends out so nice. Yeah, so that's what it's looking like. I'm gonna use my blush brush to blend that out. This is an old elf brush. Just gonna blend that out into the top of my cheek and also to the temple of my forehead. This is how it's looking. Look how pretty that is. So pretty. The other side. to go in with my concealer. I'm gonna use my favorite concealer of all time just as the base. This is the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, and this is in the shade Amande. I'm just gonna use that as a base concealer. The other side. And do that at the bridge of my nose, my forehead, cupid's bow, and my chin. So it's nice and damp, and I'll blend that in. Now that that's blended, I'm going to go on top with my second concealer, and I'm going to use the Hourglass concealer, and this is in the shade Flax, and this is also a purchase I got during the Sephora sale. Heard great things about their concealer, so I just wanted to try it. So I got the mini size, and yeah, you probably saw it during my Sephora sale video. If you have not checked that out, please check that video out. So I'm just going to dab that just under my eyes. And this one is very, very light. So it's going to be very bright under eye. Very, very bright under eye. I'm going to use the same sponge to blend that out. You already see the brightness. You see it. You see it. I know you see it. I know you see it. I love you see it. So that's how it's looking. So next I'm gonna go in with my powder to set the concealer. I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Duo in the shade Pink Pumpkin, and this was also another purchase that I got from Sephora sale, and I've been using this about 2 or 3 times and I'm loving it so far. Very, very, very pretty under eye powder. Yeah, this is how it looks when it's mixed together. I'm going to be using my poof, dab it on my, dab the excess on my hand, and I'm going to go under my eye with the rest. Set the bridge of my nose, on my forehead. Cupid's bow under my chin. On my chin. Also set my eyebrows. That's what it's looking like so far. I know it looked a bit insane, but you're gonna trust the process. Trust the process. So next, I'm gonna dust the excess off. My Real Techniques brush. So next I'm going to go in with my bronzer. I'm going to be using the NYX Buttermelt bronzer, and this is in the shade Dew Butter. I have used this once before and it was a little red on me. I'm going to try and use it again. Thinking I probably should have gotten the shade a little darker, probably one shade darker. I'm gonna go over that with the One Size palette, the contour palette or bronzer palette, to kind of deepen the contour. Okay, I'm gonna use a smaller brush to contour the top of my nose, the bridge of my nose. Now blend that out. Next, I'm going to do my eyebrows. Just gonna brush it up, my brush. Make sure it's shaped well. And then I'm going to use the the NYX brow glue to shape it into place. And then I'll draw the eyebrows. And this is in the clear shade. I just use that to make sure that they're in place. Do the other side. I'm gonna brush it a little bit in the front just to give it a more natural look. So now that the eyebrows are done, I'm gonna go next with my eyes, and I'm just gonna do one color on my eyes and not doing nothing crazy. I'm going to be using the Nubian palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to be using this shade all over my eyelid. Here, just gonna use eyeshadow brush from Morphe, I think. No, from Sephora. Large eyeshadow brush. Just putting that all over my eye, and that is it. Just putting one shade all over my eye. I'm just gonna put a little bit of the brown shade in the outer corner of my eye. Over the eyes. And after that, I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner, using my L'Oreal eyeliner. I wanted to buy the Sephora eyeliner. I still want to use that to see how it looks, but I didn't get to buy it during the sale, so maybe the next time I'll be able to buy it. Okay. The MASCARA Onyx liner, black liner. No, I think it's, wait, is that the shade? I think the shade is Onyx. I'm not sure, but the MASCARA eyeliner. To just go over the eye. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with my all over pressed powder. I'm going to be using the Sephora pressed powder in the shade 75 Deep Golden, the micro smooth powder. I'll just use my Real Techniques brush to go all over my face. After that, I'm going to go in with the powder blush. I'm going to be using the NYX Buttermelt blush, and this is in the shade Better Than Before. And it's a very pretty deep berry shade, very, very pretty. I'm just going to use that on the apples of my cheeks where I put the cream blush before. The cream blush before. Very, very pigmented. You see that? You don't even have to put too much. Very pigmented. I'm gonna also put a little bit of smack raisin on top of it. Just to soften it up a bit. It's very pigmented. So I'm gonna use this to soften up a bit. And I'm going with my highlighter, and I'm using the Haus Mini Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighter. And this is in the shade Rose Quartz. And this was also part of the sample package that I received. So this is how it looks. Very, very pretty pink highlighter. So pretty. And on top of that, look how pretty that is. So pretty. And on top of my temples and then under my eyebrow as well. So pretty. On the other side. After that, I'm going to use my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist Spray to just melt all the makeup together. Next, I'm going to go in with my mascaras. I'm going to use the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, and I'm also going to top that over with the Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize Volume Mascara. And this was also part of the sample package that I got from Sephora. I'm going to use this first. Okay, see the difference with the eyelashes? The difference is clear. The difference is clear. I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury mascara on top, just to give it more va-va-boom. That's how it's looking. Then, last but not least, I'm going to do the lips, and I'm going to line my lips with the Sephora 8-Hour Colorful Transfer Proof Lip Liner, and this is in the shade Molasses. Just gonna line my lips. And I'm going to fill it in with the NARS Power Matte High Intensity Lip. This is a lip pencil, but I'm going to fill it in the middle. This is like a pinky type nude. I love the way it feels. It feels so good. That's how it's looking. I'm gonna go on top of it with the Haus Labs, and this is the lip glaze in the shade Guava. This is just like a cute lip gloss. That's how it's looking, and I'm going to seal everything with the So Pro Cosmetics Seal It Waterproof Makeup Locking Mist, and this is a Nigerian brand, and I used it this past Sunday. When I tell you this thing, it locks in your makeup, and your makeup does not move. It does not move, okay? It's a real seal. It's sealed. Like, you can, once you spray it on your face, you can feel it locking on your face. It's like, you can feel like Elma's glue on your face, or like a cement. Like, it's just, you know it's working, all right? This thing, it works. So I'm just gonna spray a little bit. A little goes a long way. You don't need too much. Ooh, I can feel it. I can feel the moisture leaving my face. But yeah, this is the final look. What y'all think? How did the new makeup do? Ooh. I'm gonna get ready and I'll be back. Okay, so this is the final look. What y'all think? This is the final look. And yeah, if you're interested in getting any of these products, they will be listed in the description box below. But yeah, this is the final look. I think it turned out really nice. But thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe so that you can be notified of more content. Now, see you in the next one. Bye. Tell me what's